You should have pulled the gun out. Is that what you said, dog? Relax. Everybody, we about to play a song, then we about to get on with this BMV shit. Last this shit was I don't know early '90s, right? I remember I got this shit. I got this album from yeah, it was. I got this from BMI. I ain't paid shit. It is. That is Tupac. Is it? Yes. Okay. Sorry, Jay. That wasn't it, dog. He's not. You know what? I don't know. I might say that he the best entertaining rapper. I mean, because if you get with um yeah, I don't remember this picture neither. Y'all gotta look at these screensavers I got up here, man. This is why people mid thought be fucking up. You know what I'm saying? But yo, welcome to Black Men Vent TV. This is your boy, Mr. Legend, and I brought the legacy back. This is BMAC, y'all. This is that guy right now for years. For the people that have been following BMV from the beginning, this is a treat right here. Say what's up, dog.
What's up, dog? I'm just bullshitting. I'm just bullshitting. I'm just bullshitting. Nothing. Family. You know, coaching baseball and football and girls soccer, and with my babies doing their thing. Son's in North Carolina in a baseball tournament right now. Both of my girls are tucked under their blankets safely at home. Just living the dream, dog, as a dad and as a family man, living the dream.
That shit's beautiful. Knowing the fuck up that you used to be, dog. I would never. I would have never. If you came back, I remember you in the Cutlass, dog. If I'd have came back and was like, "Yo, Brian gonna be a BMAC is gonna be a dope ass dad. Watch this shit." I'd have smacked the shit out of him. Look, this dude talking about you, dude. But yo, that shit is beautiful, man. Your boy is in sports. He's doing great.
Correct. Going into high school. He just got done with his pony level baseball. He's on his travel team, the Illinois Panthers, on a 15U team. He's one of the youngest ones. He's 13. He finished. Well, he did his last year of Pop Warner football. He did a 7-on-7 all throughout last year after football. He goes to a bigger, faster, stronger program that costs a lot of money. He goes football camp it is football camp 4 days a week. After football camp, he comes home, take a little breather too, get him a nap, get him something to eat, does his chores, right to baseball practice. So we humping, and then the girls are his number one cheerleaders. And when they got their stuff going, he's their number one fan. So just the family life.
That's how it should be, man. That's beautiful. I think that's where, all men are trying to get to. They're trying to be proud of their sons and their daughters while they're raising them. But I know a lot of brothers out there don't get a chance to do that because of some money hungry hooker.
Correct.
Yo, this week though, there was a question, man, that I just wanted to ask you. And because it came out as let me look at my phone. It came out as basically the woman is not accountable for the man she has a baby with. So how do you feel? What you think about that, dog?
Well, I think it's a two-part thing. You did say the man is accountable for the woman, or vice versa?
No. I mean, out here, females think that, or the way they talk about it is like a dude comes in the middle of the night while they sleep, fuck them, and get them pregnant, and then they just like, oh, you just gonna go ahead and leave me like that.
Oh, no, it ain't like that. I can.
What's it like though?
I can say that it's what we all know. If you've ever followed, depending on how long you follow BMV, besides sharing my own experiences, I work in child support court and things like that. And I gotta say, the tides are turning. While the women are out here pleading their cases about what dad doesn't do and how dad is not this, the judges are asking the questions now of, well, what are you doing? How are you trying to promote the relationship between child and dad? And my biggest thing, I guess, from working inside the system is number one, I always wanted to be better than what I had, and my dad wasn't there. So that was my number one goal in life, to make sure that I was never without mine. But then when I look at it at work, there's a lot of dudes stepping up. Actually, there's more than a lot. They're coming in droves these days. And the big question now is how is mom trying to promote the relationship with the dad? And if you get stuck and you say, well, dad doesn't, and the judge say, hey, it's not what I asked you. How are you promoting the relationship with dad? Because what the system is starting to realize is without dads, this ain't gonna work. That's why we're in the position we're in now across the country. For so long, the system was set up, as many people may feel or see, that it was all about the woman, but they fucked up. They fucked up real bad, because without these dads, the kids, the kids is lost. And you looking at the ratio of the kids and the stats that they have of the kids who have dads in their lives, and how successful they are and they're becoming, versus those that don't have a dad, that may have just a big brother or an uncle who's not there all the time. And sad to say, especially being here from Chicago, we got too many young children and young men, young women that are losing their lives because they don't have any structure. And structure is what family was based off of. Yeah. Mom, dad, children. Outside of that, you had the support system, grandparents, aunties, uncles. Back to the whole idea of it takes a village to raise the family.
I want to ask you a question, dude, because that was very significant. You've matured a lot since the last time you was on the show. That's not a dig, but I just noticed that. But now that you say that, then I lost my point when I was thinking about that. But now that you now that you say that, you know what I'm saying, what is the answer to that?
We're already at ground zero. I think below. Well, if we can't go no further than below, we're already at ground zero. So and I said this long time ago on the show, and I still hold true to it. When I was in the military, my senior chief told me it takes, if you throw a pebble into a lake and you make one ripple, it takes one ripple turns into two. So a pebble turns into a ripple, and a ripple turns into a wave. So if everybody is out there promoting and trying to do the best that they can for their families, communities, going back to the village, raising the children, and being held accountable.
Why isn't the village on the same page? Because I seen somebody this week was like, yo, I don't know if it was on BMV or not, but they was like, the village stopped when people was like, yo, you can't tell my kid what to do. So what is that about?
Well, I hate to say this, to point the finger, but that's what happened when the men left the home. Yeah. Men build bonds with each other. They, however you want to say, they laugh together, they cry together, they drink together, whatever it is, they bring their families together. For example, my son's at a tournament, his best friend is with him. Now I'm home. His best friend's parents are home, but my mother is down there taking care of both of the kids. There's the village aspect, because our kids are joined. They got to join because me and him were coaching, and we found something about each other that we were like, okay, I'm gonna look out for yours. You're gonna look out for mine. It does the same with my girls and their youngest boy. So as my mother going,
hold that thought, please hold that thought. But do you think women think the same way that you're thinking right now? Like men,
they think the same way with other women. See, when you're joining, and this is something that I've learned, when women are joined together, and not to sound like discriminatory or anything, but it becomes like it comes like the cackling hen house, the who's, the what's, the there's, the girl please. When men get together, they might smoke a cigar, they might have a drink, but they out there teaching. I can tell you, with me and the other coach, when our boys are together, no matter where we at, we might have a drink, we might be smoking a cigar, but the boys are in the backyard, they're doing whatever, and they're working with each other on a pitch, on their batting stances, on their hitting sticks, or whatever. And while we're sitting there and while we're having a conversation between grown men, we then are turning around and saying, hey, you know what, you guys, you should fix this. You should do this, help each other out if you see something is wrong. And that is the difference. Many women seem to, when they get together, it's all about, okay, y'all go play.
Hold on. I noticed that that's a good ass point. I noticed that when we get together, if some shit is some bullshit, somebody gonna call each other out on that. Absolutely. It's not because I hate you or some shit like that. Yeah, I just feel like, yo, I care for you. I don't want you to get fucked up like that. Correct. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at women's circles, they come to the situation because I have some female friends and they make a mistake at coming at me like I'm one of their female friends. And it's like they come at me with a story and they like, yo, this, and that, and this, and that. And I'm like, yo, no. I'm like, something missing here. So you came home and you fixed you a sandwich and then he start whooping your ass. Yo, you leaving something out of this. You know what I'm saying? It's not really like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, we're real with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because it benefits. We're not here for each other's emotions. Exactly. I want to see you doing great. I don't want to see you fucked up. You likewise. You know what I'm saying? But they will coddle each other. Yeah, girl, fuck him. He should not. Wrong. He was wrong. Oh, you looked at another nigga at the club and he was upset about that. He just jealous. He just this, and that. You can handle yourself. Oh, you hit him first and he knocked you out. Oh, girl, he a pussy motherfucker, dog. But I mean, that's the difference between men and women out here on a bigger note. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just say this, just in this section right here. You can't protect anybody that does not respect your word or your thoughts. What are you supposed to do? If you say, hey, like, if you go way deep in BlackMenVentTV when we did the first episode and we was talking to your girl and shit, and she was like, my guy didn't want me to come here. I was like, did he not want you to come here because people got shot up here, people got killed up here, or was he trying to control you? And she was like, you can watch this video. It's live on BlackMenVentTV. She was like, he was trying to control me. So you can't protect anything that you cannot. What am I trying to say? You can't. Go ahead.
You can lead a water to the horse, but you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it.
I'm about to say you leading water to somebody. Goddamn it, who are you, Moses, nigga?
I told you my new thing, and I want the brethren to say it. I'm out here, and I mean this in a great light. I'm out here gang banging for the Lord, and to put a little comical spin with the people that I be around. But I'm out here gang banging for the Lord, But you know what I'm saying, and that's what it comes to, just very simply. If you're a believer, everything's in the Bible. But if you don't ever go to the Bible, you ain't gonna never know. So if you can lead somebody somewhere, you've done your job. But if they don't want to take the information or take the knowledge or the nourishment, you can lead them there, but you've done your job. Now, if they don't choose to take anything after that, that's on them.
So you just saw, I just showed BMAC Crystal Tucker. What do you think? What do you think about Crystal Tucker?
Crystal Tucker is rough around the edges, but I like it because the one thing that she's holding no punches, and unlike most other women, she's holding women accountable at all levels, and she talks about from the projects to the White House, from the crack house to the White House, that the no goods, the pieces of shits that they talk about men, them same no goods and pieces of shits of women are out there at every level. They got college degrees, they've got bachelor's degrees, they've got doctorates. But if you don't see nobody around you, you know, the one thing that she said that I really that she really said that really stuck with me is if you don't notice any of these motherfuckers around you and you can't label one of your girls around you as, yeah, my girl might be a little bit fucked up, then guess what? In your crew, you're the one that's fucked up.
Yeah. Crystal Tucker did a follow-up to the video, and a lot of people need to, if you haven't seen her initial video is just put in Crystal Tucker 3D. Just put in 3D. You should get it. And here's the thing about it. She put a lot of females on blast because she always put guys on blast, but she never looked at it from our site. And she was saying stuff like, yo, he can build you a house, but do you know how to clean it? Do you have reservations about cleaning that house? Why do you deserve that house? What have you done to deserve this man that you think that you are entitled to? And that was significant for me. Yo, just to hear a female saying what we've been saying for the last 10 years is refreshing. It's like, yo, there is a guy, yo, because I know, because every time we say this, they act like we hate. They're attackers. You hate women. You know, like, oh, what you do? Who hurt you? Blah blah blah. And she came out and was like, you don't know nobody like this? Stop fucking lying. And that was the shit right there, you know, to me. But she did a follow-up where she looked at the questions, or she looked at the results of her video. Exactly. Yeah, that's dope as hell, ain't it? Plausible deniability.
I love those
Mr. J1S.
I love those two phrases.
Yep. Yeah, he got it right there. But here's the thing. She put a video out there that was like, yo, I've seen some shit right now. She was like, I had the Army Brigade. This is now, I'm paraphrasing right now. She said, I had the Army Brigade when I was talking about guys and how they need to step up and how they need to do this and that. And all the females was like, yeah, hell yeah. But the minute she said something about females that needed to change and she was critical about women, they attacked her. Just like they attack us whenever we're critical about women. Here's the thing. We're your guys. We're your counterpart. If we say we don't like fake hair, you should be like, I probably should not wear fake hair if I want them to like me. But what do? Y'all wear more fake hair. Y'all say, fuck y'all. If y'all don't like what I'm doing, y'all hate women. I'll attack you and I'll shame the shit out of you. That's what they do. Okay. So what Crystal Tucker said, she was like, I seen people coming out trying to defend wearing bonnets and pajama pants and the fuckery behavior out here in public. They were trying to shift the blame over to men. And she was like, she was very disappointed. Watch the follow-up. She was very disappointed. And she was like, yo, what I'm seeing right now is what BMV has been saying for the past couple decades. She was like, Black women being accountable is insurmountable. What that means is that you can't get over it. You can't defeat it. They're not going to do it. They're not going for it. You can't say, hey, yo, I think you need to change this shit right here so we can have a better blah, blah, blah. Black women be like, yo, man, fuck you. You hate women. You blah, blah, blah. We ain't changing shit. You know what I'm saying? It's you. You need to blah 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 and blah blah blah. So I was like, I was glad that she brought that shit up, dude, because I was like, okay, they see what we fucking with. We've been saying this shit since 2006, nigga. 2006. People will vouch for us, dude. And they have not changed. They got worse. They're like, yo, here's a synopsis right now. They figure that all of us are on the same plane. This guy, me, every man out there on the same plane. He's not better than me. I'm not better than him. There's nothing I do that's better than him or nothing like that. He could be a murderer, an ex-convict, and I can be a successful non-for-profit, whatever. It doesn't matter. They all want sex. So they use that sex to go ahead and bait you out there. All right. And do what you want to do. They do not value men, or they don't sit up there and vet. I'm gonna say vet. Okay, they don't look at guys and say, okay, he's this, and that. I think that he will be good at this, and that. Even if they did, they will never approach you or say nothing. You got something to say?
I mean, when the relationship and the choosing and the choosers, and when it comes down to it, it's how do you compliment somebody else? Nobody's perfect.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So where's the complimentary at these days? You know, it's all about, oh, this nigga can't do this for me, and he got 2 baby mamas over here, but she got 3 kids in the house by 3 different niggas. Like, damn, how you gonna tell me? How you gonna talk bad about me? But you know what I'm saying? You run. I got to deal. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? It's kind of, it's gotten to the point, you know. And even when we started this out, um, it was bad then. But it's like we in a world of fucking turmoil right now when it comes to trying to find a good woman. Let me tell you something I noticed. I ride the train to and from work. And
the whole haul.
no, listen to this. And I promise you, if I could like record this shit one day, which I don't think I can, if you saw the amount of what I would consider 5 and belows with wedding rings that are on the train, like it's like amazing. But the 8s and aboves walk around with their hair and their nose up and you know, just, why this motherfucker don't want to talk to me? But now I'm gonna flip it real quick. So, you know, when we talk about our age group, a woman told me, well, if a dude is 40 plus and he ain't got no kids, he ain't never been married, what the fuck has he been doing his whole life? Why would I want to fuck with him? Well, I'm gonna flip it. If you 40 and you a woman, you ain't never been married, you ain't got no kids, what the fuck have you been doing? You know what I'm saying? You've been free with your love.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, dude. Oh my god, yeah, y'all. Welcome to my crib, dog. Oh shit. I'm gonna tell you, dude, because I get that shit a lot. I'm glad you brought that shit up, dog. And here's the motherfucking thing, dog. What have I been doing? Because I'm 40 plus, man. I've been in the game. I've been doing BMV since 2006. You dig? And once you get fucking, I don't know, once you see the Matrix or once you get woke or some shit like that, you see behind the fucking you seen behind the magic show curtain. You know what I'm saying? All the bullshit that females pull on you to get what they want, because there's some manipulative motherfuckers, dog. I mean, it's their nature. I mean, if you don't have strength and knowledge to make shit happen, then you have to go ahead and creep and get in between and make shit happen through other people. And that's nature. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You got to realize that. You know what I'm saying? So when I've been on my road to success, you know what I'm saying? Back in the back, you could see that is a X-wing fighter from Star Wars, you know, on my wall. And then back in the back, you could see the south side of Chicago. That's Gary back there. That's Gary. It's a clear night. That's Gary right back there. That's where Michael Jackson came from, dog. Yeah, right there, right there. That's Gary. Yeah, I hate Gary motherfuckers, dog. They put so much pollution. Those are factories right there in a casino. Fact, y'all ain't Gary, step your game up, nigga. Damn, goddamn, man. Goddamn. But anyway, once you know that, then you're looking for somebody who can add to your game. All right. If you can't add to my motherfucking game, then I can't really fuck with you. And that is smart man business right there. That's what smart men are doing out here. So if you see somebody and you know the way the game is going right now. Now, I will tell you this right here. Some guys out here are thinking that they need to chase women. And females will go ahead and co-sign that. If you don't love her, you don't chase her. You seen the shit on Facebook. You seen that shit. If you don't love her, yeah, if she like you, nothing, if you like her, nothing will stop him from getting you. And I'm like, yo, okay. So, and I post on these posts. I'm like, yo, so if he's supposed to chase you, what do you show him to chase you for? And it's crickets. They get mad at me. They start attacking me. Yo, because
yes, they still live in Gary.
Yeah. These bitches, they don't have anything to offer besides pussy. That's it. Listen, I'm a fairly attractive guy. I stay in shape. All right. I live the James Bond life. I drive a car. And yes, my car does have missile launchers on it. All right. If you can't add to that shit, you ain't shit. I don't give a fuck if you got a degree. Bitches be sitting up here like, I got a degree and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. If you can't take care of the kid, if you can't add to this situation right here, you bullshit. Blah. And because they bullshit, they'll go ahead and attack me. They be like, oh, you hate women. Nah, it ain't that. But I would tell y'all that there are some women out here that would appreciate somebody that's doing good for themselves. So a guy who is intelligent. You know what I'm saying? But finding that is far and few between. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to do that. But this whole thing about what I wanted to talk about was that I got in a few tips this week about females that was like, it takes two to tango with a baby. I'm like, yo, this is your fucking body, right? All right. I don't know. Let's look at it like this, BMAC. Your house. Toast to the brethren. Welcome back, son. Your house is surrounded by zombies.
I'm killing everybody. I got the firepower to do it.
So, yeah, I know you do. You got beautiful firepower too, dude. But your house is surrounded by zombies. All right. And this is they always try to blame it on black men on exactly. You know, so here's the thing, man. Your house is surrounded by zombies. Whoever you open the door to, you think is safe. But here's the thing. These bitches are opening the door to people who ain't safe. And then they try to blame it on a zombie. Like, no, we know about zombies. There's tons of guys out here, millions over every culture that are not good guys. They are cowards. They're out for conquering, they're out for sex and all of that. It is your responsibility, woman. I got to get up here. Yeah, I'm right here. It is your responsibility, woman, to not let anybody get into your temple. If you let a clown, a irresponsible man, a scumbag, if you have the nerve to have the baby and then after that complain that he's a coward, a bitch ass nigga, or something like that, what are you doing? Fucking cowards raw. What do you thought at some point? You thought at some point this was the guy. You let him inside your body. You let him inside your body. You passed up a lot of good guys, and you was like, "Oh, he corny. He ain't that. He ain't this. He ain't that. He's not cool. He's not blah 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 blah. Whatever y'all hold brothers, you know what I'm saying, accountable for. Whatever. But you passed those good guys up in order to get with this coward that's not capable of being Heathcliff Huxtable. I'm not gonna say Bill Cosby.
No. Tell him it's not. Tell him no filter. It's not real. This is BMAC.
I mean, somebody, they only get mad at that shit. I don't understand why they get mad at that shit. That's the truth. I mean, you are responsible. Women have 100% of reproductive rights. If you get pregnant, you're the only one that can say, I'm gonna have a baby or I'm not gonna have a baby. If you know he a coward, why you had a baby? I'm just saying, somebody answer that shit for me, dog. I mean, because they always get mad at us when I ask the question.
Well, Mr. J1S said they ignore the red flags until the red flags are no longer benefit. So there's your answer.
Here's the thing, dog. Here's the thing, dude. In America, women are not accountable. They're not accountable for anything. They can do whatever the fuck they want. See, back in the day, before they had welfare and the government and all that, they had to link on to a good guy because they couldn't eat if this guy wasn't earning. And guys was like, yo, I can't get no women unless I got something going for myself. But here's the thing now. We're equal, right? We're equal. So there's a lot of women making a lot of money, more than some guys. All right. So they have the right or they have the option to go after guys who are subpar, ex-convicts, dudes with long hair, dudes who swag in skinny jeans, dudes that wear pink shirts. All these guys who are not capable of being a great father or being in a life, but yet and still they're attracted to them. They still have the option to fuck with them and they still gonna eat. So I'm just saying, what does the good guy have to do with your decisions? How can you go on Facebook and Instagram and say, niggas ain't shit, and you know that you picked a dud? I can't get in there. Nobody can get in there unless you say they can come in here. Nobody. If they come in there and you didn't say they can come in there, it's rape. It's a federal offense. They about to get locked up. But if you let them in there, but it didn't work out the way you wanted to, still, it's your fault. But a lot of them, it takes two to tango.
But it's the hope factor.
Really? Hope? Is that what we going off of? Is that what black people going off of? If that is that what people, I'm just saying, is that what people are going off to build family and community? Community is hope? Is that what we doing?
It's the I know he got 5 kids by 5 different chicks, but I hope I'm the one. I know I'm gonna be the one that's gonna change Pookie. I know he out there selling dope. I know he out there selling dope, and he getting money, and he doing everything. You know what I'm saying? He providing. I know he fucking 5 different bitches, but you know what I'm saying? I know that he gonna give me what I want. At the end, he gonna give me a ring. And it's just kind of like, Let's be frank, yeah. Keep hope alive, and it's the hope. It ain't even the wish factor no more. It's like, I hope this nigga's gonna keep doing the right thing for me. Instead of, like we've described for the last 10 years, when you see Pookie pull up on the 26s with the candy paint guy, with the candy paint job, you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. He in the club buying bottles. You know what I'm saying? He having fun, throwing money. And then you got Joe Blow, who got on, let's take it to today's day. He out there in some Vans, some jeans, let's say a Walmart t-shirt that has some kind of rhetoric on it, like Legend got on his shirt. And you know what I'm saying? It's a laid back environment. And we look Hispanic. No, we're not Hispanic. And it's a laid back environment. He like, hey, Miss Lady, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Are you up here with somebody? If not, can I get to know you? Can I get to know your name? Can I buy you a drink? You know what I'm saying? Or would you like some water if you don't drink? Whatever it is, they're gonna be like, I want to be with the nigga that's popping the bottles. You're not with the promoter? Right. You're not in VIP? Well, guess what, bitch? You're not in VIP neither. So
let me tell you, dude, there's a big difference between you being in the club regular or in VIP, because they will flock to you if you're in a VIP, and if you're not in VIP, it's survival of the fittest, dog. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. But it's a lot of females, I notice, like to say,
but they'll take the basic white dude.
Oh yeah, because, and I'm glad you said that. Thank you, Mr. J1S. Because it is common belief that white dudes are successful and have it going on. White dudes are the number one. Like, they had a study. No. They had a study with the date naps, and they said that white dudes are like the number one chosen. Correct. Because in America, it just seems like, yeah, all women choose white guys.
I saw that same thing, but
yeah,
they said by black women, they chose white men. Black women chose white men before any other race.
All women choose white men before any other race because they are seen as the best men possible. I mean, they have the most privilege and the easiest way to go at life. You know what I'm saying? And being as though women are scavengers, not scavengers, scoundrels. I'm sorry. If anybody has played Knights of the Old Republic, yeah. If anybody has played Knights of the Old Republic, and I always like to bring this reference up, it's, you see that you have like a soldier, you have like a tank. The soldier is kind of like a jack of any trade. The tank can take a lot of damage. You see a lot of strength, but then there was a class that was a scoundrel who was weak in all things, but speaking with their mouth and what they offer. These are women. Women have to use their womanhood, their attraction that we have for them and everything in order to get what they want. They don't have strength. They don't have intelligence in order to get what they want. They have to use what they got to get what they want. Has anybody ever heard this before?
That leads me into the other issue. While we're gonna stay gonna stay right there. But one of the points we were talking about tonight is that porn stars is winning.
Yeah.
Boy, it totally relates. Drake, porn star baby mama. I don't know how many guys follow football. Jimmy Garoppolo just got found out in California walking around with a porn star on his arm. Hell, not my president, but y'all president is well, probably none of our presidents, but the president is with porn stars and with bunnies. You know, so you got and then you've got the guy who used to run the Bunny Ranch down in Vegas, who's running for a Senate seat. Hoes are winning right now.
I'm gonna tell you. Was you done? Well, I didn't mean to cut you off, but here's the thing with that. It depends on what quality of person you are. The reason why porn stars and strippers and it seems like hoes are winning is because regular women are kind of resistant to what men. Yeah, they're failing to step up. That's a good thing. That they don't want it. They feel like they are submissive or failing or whatever by acquiescing to what men really want. But here's the thing: this is why strip clubs and hookers and all these sex workers are still in business because they're willing to do what the normal woman would not. And that leads me to do they have a soul or not? Hold on. They're not winning. They're not winning. What is winning? You have to whenever females say this shit, I have to ask, what is women? You have to ask. Hold on, time out. Hold that thought. What is women? What is winning? Okay. If they think that getting picked up by a baller, a dope dealer, somebody that's rich or something like that, these people that be throwing money out on females or having them in a VIP, if they think that's winning, you got to look at the quality of this bitch that's saying that shit. Right. You got to look at the quality at what bitch is saying it. What is really winning? Here is what winning really is. You have your wife, y'all going on vacation, you got your kids, they happy, they growing up, they learning. Some of them smart. You know what I'm saying? They look like they about to be something. And you sit, man, winning is sitting on the front porch in the rocking chair and seeing your grandkids come up and you spoil them and your kids hate you because you be spoil them. That's winning right there. But if you hear a female talking about hoes is winning because niggas is popping bottles at the club and these girls is with them and they got drugs and they got dope, they got all of this shit, and you having fun, that's not winning, that's losing.
Let me say this to Mr. JS1. When I get what you're saying, they not getting wifed up, but none of the broke hoes neither. When I say that they winning, let's take for example Drake. Drake baby mama, Drake is worth however much he's worth.
Yeah.
Correct, until they hit a wall. But somebody like for Drake winning until his child is, she's gonna milk it out through college expenses and everything else.
Oh,
she's gonna get $20,000-$30,000 a month for the next 18. Well, I think the baby's like 1, so the next 17-18 years. She's and what women look at winning these days. Women these days don't winning to women is not being wifed up. What I find and working in the environment that I work in, winning is bitch, you see what I'm driving? You see what he bought me? It ain't about, we was at my son game yesterday and he won or lost, and whether win or lose, you know what I'm saying? We still went out and kicked it like they won the championship.
Like winning to me.
You know what I'm saying? It's not about, ooh, girl, I know my man ain't got a lot of money, but he bought me this $2,000 or $3,000 ring. Oh, bitch, he ain't buy you no $10,000 diamond. What you fucking with him for? That the winning mentality of especially young black woman has hit the wall and curved so much from what it used to be. Winning in the black community, if we're talking about our roots and our heritage, going back to family and prayer and singing and spending time and things like that, that's winning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now I have no social media. So I look at World Star. I see more females fighting than I'm seeing dudes fighting. And when they get done, they standing up like, bitch, now what? Like, damn, when did the roles reverse?
I mean, yeah. But you said it, yeah, I just want to piggyback off of that. But you said it right. I mean, you got to really think about what is winning and who judges winning. Is it really popping bottles in the club, or is
Is
it
it a popularity contest, or is it much more?
is it popping bottles in the club, or is it seeing your kids being beautiful, successful, intelligent, watching them blossom? Which one is it? If she think that some guy that can provide a lot of money for her to burn up and go shopping or some shit like that, she think that's winning. Get the fuck out of there, dog. That's our trademark nowadays. Get the fuck out of there, dog. But if she think winning is seeing prosperity play out
Long term.
long term, I don't see a lot of these motherfuckers out here long term, dog. And my boy, Mr. JS1, J1S, is talking about this dude on a roll, ain't he? Oh, that's Let's Be Frank, yo. I was about to say some shit, but yeah, you fucking right. The gender roles have been reversed, yo. When James Evans, and you know what? I think I saw a documentary when James Evans was kicked off for the Good Times, and they didn't want to do it, but they had to pay some fucking bills, so they did it. You know what I'm saying? Because they thought it was reflective of the black community. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why a lot of us is split up, because I could relate to the Cosby Show because I had both my parents in my crib, but a lot of people who didn't have both their parents in the crib was relating to Good Times. You know what I'm saying? And that was a split in the black community. But
they still showed family village. And at the end of the day, they still showed no matter what has happened, no matter what goes on, there's still family, there's still village, there's still prosperity that's to be had. You know, the world that we live in now, when we talk about these women, and quick sidebar, about 45 seconds. If anybody wants to go and look and check, look at how many women have babies and how many dads are on TV that the new boyfriend and the baby mama are now facing jail time because they beat a child to death, or because this child was beat and social services failed, you know, when the dad was calling in, you know. So when we look at the totality of everything, all of this is one thing is reciprocated from another. You know, if we're looking at winning as in money and flossing and everything else, it's not. I mean, you get what you get. But if we look at the prosperity of life and family and moving forward and longevity, you know, you wouldn't have these women out here with new guys that don't know their kids, that's babysitting their kids, that's beating their kids, and then they trying to cover up the dude because he got the long dick and they don't want him to go to jail. And now they both facing, you know, charges.
all this shit is like foreign to me, dude. You know what I'm saying? And I understand other races. I understand how they achieve prosperity, because you know, I understand when, like, we have statistics of when like 80% of children that come from broken homes are in prison. They're in prison. 80% of people in prison right now, 80%, the majority of people in prison right now come from broken homes.
So what are their children?
What are their children going to do? You know, so when you know this, and then you see other races and they like, yo, family over everything. They like, yo, you need to kick the dad out the home so we can give you some more money. And they like, no, I'm not going to do that. No, that is not my, you know.
Instead of struggling to survive, you like, hey, nigga, go.
Hey, we'll figure it out, but that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? My wife gonna be right the fuck here because we figured this shit out. But when your people don't have that type of opportunity, what the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And this is the dilemma that we're in that we got to figure out. My whole answer to the whole thing, because people keep asking me, What is my answer? Is to leave these motherfuckers alone. Anybody who is not pro-family, anybody that's out there talking about independence and I'm on my own thing, and the first thing they say to you is my degree, I got a degree in blah 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 blah. Can you feed children? Can you support a husband? No, you think that that's sexist to support a husband? You yo, fixing a sandwich for me is degrading to you?
A sandwich, not a whole dinner.
Not a whole dinner, just a sandwich. Listen, man, I've been, and just an update for people that don't know, I've been dating out of my race, man. And let me tell you, there's some people that fix 4-course dinners for me. Just dating, just like on my first time coming over their house, they had bread, they had this, they had rice, they had this and that, and I'm sitting at the table like I can't eat all this shit. But then I look at my own women and they like, you better get your mama to fix you a sandwich. Fuck am I supposed to do? How the fuck we supposed to get past this shit? You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers sitting up here like just waiting for these motherfuckers to turn around. They not gonna do it, dog. Black women are raised in feminism to be a independent, blah blah blah. Okay, Smooth Groove 1 said Black women have had too much entitlement and no accountability for too long. The values are all fucked up and they have no concept of what it means to be a wife. Yeah, 100%, dog. Smooth Groove, you got it. That's exactly what I was trying to get to, dude. But I had a little sippy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you. All right, just to close this up, because we run out of time, dude. Yo, there was a video coming out this week. Have you seen it? Chicago police shot and killed something. Did he kill him?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did in a motherfucking dog. Chicago police shot somebody. Well, go ahead. You know more. Okay, what happened? And they released the video of the body cam within 24 hours. I didn't know that. Okay, what happened was they approached somebody. I guess he said he had.
I'll tell you in a second.
Concealing carry. That is a new thing here for us. But my thing is, people are saying, like he's somebody to march for. Like he is somebody who was down for black people and they shot him down.
Okay, his name. Okay, I got it. Okay,
go ahead.
So if you guys want to YouTube Chicago police shoot Harith, Harith, Augustus, 37. It says he was unarmed, but he wasn't. So
it says he's unarmed.
It says right there, and you see that 37 was unarmed. So I would challenge all the brethren to go YouTube the video. It was a real big thing in Chicago, and me being a police officer in Chicago, it's kind of hard when you look at the black community, like as a black police officer, it's really hard to go to work and look at your white counterparts when you see all of this, when you see all of these things going on around the country, and they're shooting innocent black men, or not that they're even innocent. They might be guilty, but there's there's other avenues. You're just too afraid to approach them. There's 10,001 instances where you've got a white serial shooter or a white person who goes into a school and shoots 51 people, but he comes out alive. Yeah. But the black guy's in his car. You ask him to get his driver license and stuff. He reaches over to the back seat and you shoot and kill him. Or you pull up on somebody and what you perceive to be a gun is a BB gun. Instead of taking the extra second, you just kill him. Or yes, big dog, I am. Um, at the end of the day, you know, it's very hard to swallow that pill and go and be around the white counterparts. But I do it. And then you have this person who I told you his name. I think it's Hayeth Augustus, who Chicago. Here's what it was, legend. Superintendent Johnson from Chicago Police, the top cop, instituted foot patrols in the most troubled areas in Chicago. Okay. So while they were just walking the beat, they saw just what you guys see right here, this binging on my hip, and they went to address the young man. Now, I will tell you, in my opinion, there was one fault. You had the female officer who went and reached for the young man, and it became very aggressive, while there was a black officer that was attempting to talk to him. But in turn, whether the man had a concealed carry or not, the young man pushed away from the officers. And when he pushed away from the officers and fell back, his shirt lifted. When his shirt lifted, you can clearly see he had a weapon on his right, and he had a mag. He had a plastic. He had a plastic mag pouch with no cover on his left side that showed 2 magazines. Yeah. As he ran between both the squad cars, he took a jab step to the right and attempted to move back and place his hand on his side where his weapon was at.
The whole fucking time.
When he did that, a white officer let off a couple rounds, and they killed him. Now, I would challenge anybody. I deal with this every day. If that's you and you're in that situation, it's easy to Monday morning quarterback every situation. But as an officer, you have 2 seconds, 1 second, 3 seconds to make the decision. Are you going to go home to your kids? Or are you going to give this person an extra second to actually pull out their weapon and fire off a round? I believe in this situation that the officer, it was a good shoot. Now, here's the thing I find incredible. When you have in Chicago 3 days before that, an 82-year-old man who was beaten to death by young black men. When you have a 70-year-old woman the week prior to who was beaten to death. We don't march for these things, but we'll march as blacks. We'll march for a man who had a weapon, had his hand on a weapon while he was addressing police and trying to flee. I think our morals, and they say the guy had no background and all that, so why not just stop and talk? Are our morals so twisted that we can't march for those that don't have the power to protect themselves, as the elders and the 82-year-olds and the 70-year-olds, but for a 37-year-old to have a weapon, for the police to acknowledge that he had a weapon, and they didn't draw their weapons immediately, try to talk to the young man, and then for him to take off and put his hand on his weapon, I'm sorry. Yeah. I want to go home and see mine.
They don't even play that shit at shooting ranges, dog. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I totally understand. And then when I see, the only thing that's fucked up with me is that I see people on Facebook like, oh, they shot another blah blah blah, and I'm like, come on, man.
Big dog status said I'm full of bull, I guess.
Yeah, listen here, man. Look up the video. I don't think. Here's the thing. I don't think that people understand the level of evil that is here in Chicago. Y'all don't understand. Y'all think that, brother, the guy, I'm buying books and I'm doing this and I'm going to work and all that, and police just fuck with me and all that. No, there are people who are dedicated to evil here, that they are comfortable with it and they are pulling it out and they are pushing it out. When this, look, let me tell you, dude. Yeah, go look up the video. We ain't lying. They paused it several times. Dude ran between the car pulled up. The CPD pulled up in a fucking little SUV. Yeah, they pulled up, and this dude had his hand on his shit. How the fuck you think you gonna come out of that? Because you a dumb motherfucker. Let me tell y'all motherfuckers some shit. I don't give a fuck how militant, how you think this shit ain't fair, this, and that. I don't give a fuck what you think. I need to get up here. Because I need to say this shit, dude. Look, this is what it is, dog. Do you want to go home to your kids, your mom, your sister, and all of them? Or do you want to prove a point? These motherfuckers will shoot you the fuck down and get away with it, dog. We already know that. We've seen that a billion times, dog. Is it fair? Nah, it ain't fair. It's not fair. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You'll be the fuck out of here if you don't do it. You want to stand up right now? You want to go home see your kids? You want to stand up right now? You want to go see your mom? You want to stand up right now or fight it out in court?
When you march for the Laquan McDonald's and Tamara Rice's, people can follow you. When you're marching for something, when an officer was completely at fault, derelicting their duty, I have no problem with that. But then when you turn around and you march for something, when you can tell that the person was completely in the wrong, and there was an immediate threat, then I can't respect what you're doing at this moment, because basically what you're saying is just like Big Dog said, am I saying I'm a pig? Yeah. But just like Let's Be Frank said, I'm good people. I grew up in the inner city. I've done everything there is to do. I went and served my country and made it back home through a war. I'm not telling you this to say, hey, I'm protecting what's in blue. I'm telling you to say, if we are all about survival, if we're all about survival for our own community, then we have to do the things that are going to make us survive. If you have a concealed carry, an officer walks up to you, there's nothing wrong with you putting your hands up. Hey, officer, I got such and such on my hip, my concealed carry's in my back pocket. As soon as they check your ID, all right, my fault, dog, go on about your business. But if you're out here dirty, do you want the officer to turn his back and then he is dead with the back of his brains blown out? And then his family is sitting here crying because what? Because he wasn't thorough in his job? And I don't put anybody at fault. If you got a concealed carry, by all means have a concealed carry. But if you're out here dirty and you know you dirty, fight it out in court. I can tell you right now, there's 1,000,001 ways that you can beat cases. Yeah. But
you have to beat that case and do that.
You know what I'm saying?
You shut the fuck up.
At the end of the day, do you want to go fight the case, or do you just want to be a memory? And I hate to say it like that, but that's what it comes down to.
BMAC, that was magnificent, dog. Would you rather? That's what I've been trying to tell people. You know, you want to stand up right now and lose. Your mom be crying. Your children don't have nobody. Your daughter gonna grow up to be a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Your girlfriend miss you. Your mama miss you. Your family miss you. Your job miss you. You know what I'm saying? Do you want that, or just go ahead? Just go ahead. Just hey.
In a year or two, they're gonna forget about you.
Yeah, I got that on me. Yeah, cool. I'm not making no moves. Yo, there's been a couple times where the police pulled me over. You know what I'm saying? They thought I had a stolen car and shit. I played it exactly. I'm not gonna be like, oh, why y'all targeting me? Blah, blah, blah. Bang. Yeah, hold on. I got shit to do, man. I got people that love me. Why the fuck would I sit up here on this stupid shit? For what? What does the stupid shit get you? Oh, I'm a man. Yo, ain't nobody gonna tell me no. Yeah, you a dead ass man.
But here's what I do, even as an officer. If I'm speeding and I get pulled over, an officer pulled me over, cut the dome lights on, put my hands on the steering wheel, roll the window down when they walk up, say, hey, I'm off-duty officer. My weapon's on my right-hand side. My wallet is in my right back pocket. I don't want you to be alarmed that I got a weapon right there. Do you mind if I reach for my wallet? while most people might be like, oh, you bitching up, at the same time, I am de-escalating that officer's intensity of seeing a weapon and his thought process of pulling his weapon, letting him know what I have.
I don't give a shit, dude. I live here in Chicago on the South Side. I'm trying to make it through every weekend. And because there's a lot of people that depend on me every Monday and so forth and so on. Would I let my pride get in the way of my prosperity or the people around me success? Fuck no, because I'm a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that we need to work on, obviously, as a community. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that the police need to work on. I mean, there definitely needs to be some retraining or something that, yeah, we all agree with that. There's something that needs to be done on their behalf. I can't understand how this keeps happening and then there's no change and nothing. Okay. Don't get me wrong on that. But at this very moment,
I fully bagged that too.
yeah, at this very moment, though, we all need to make it home to our families. So if you think you got to bitch up a little bit just to get back to the crib, back to your children, back to your moms and all of that, I'm saying, what really are you spending right now? Who is sitting up there saying, "Oh yeah, he dead in the motherfucker, but he didn't bitch up"? The fuck out of here with that bullshit. And that's why I don't fuck. That's why I don't fuck around with a lot of black people, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because they value that bullshit over the real shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this is BlackMenVentTV. Thank y'all for coming out, man. Everybody out here, Smooth Groove One, Mr. J1S, Master Wu Wei. What's up, dog? I ain't even see you up in there, dog. Big dog, let's be frank. Yo, let's meet up here next Friday, dude. Let's talk it out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bring some shit up in here to us. And we'll bring everybody else up in here. Thank you. This is a new format for BMV. Spread the word, man. We're trying to get them 30,000 back. You dig? Trying to get it back. Now we can cuss. We're not on a radio station no more. We can cuss. We at home. This the crib. Hey, this 100% my crib. I built this motherfucker. This is my castle. You dig? We can say whatever the fuck we want to say. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do. Just like when we started. You dig? Except we got video now. Y'all can see us now. That's the only thing. That's a good thing, man. So, yo, thank y'all for coming out. This BMV on 720, man. Thank y'all. Peace.